In this module, we will study an AC bus 1 fault. Before activating the failure, let's have a look at the ECAM electrical page. As you already know, AC bus 1 normally supplies AC essential bus and DC bus 1, which in turn feeds DC essential bus. If you lose AC bus 1, these same buses will be lost. We will demonstrate that the essential buses can be recovered using the AC essential feed push-button switch. Let's now assume that we are in flight and everything is normal. Autopilot 1 and auto thrust are engaged. Click on the forward arrow to activate the failure. As you notice, the first consequence is that the captain's PFD, ND and engine warning display are blank. The SOP recommend in such a case that the first officer should fly the aircraft while the captain does the ECAM action. Note, another consequence is the loss of MCDU-1. The engine warning display is now displayed on the lower ECAM. Notice the green arrow which indicates other failure messages, not yet visible on the screen. You can read that the autopilot has disengaged. Let's deal with this first. To continue the procedure, you have to clear this line. Clear auto flight. The line concerning the autopilot has disappeared. You can notice that the Engine 1 ignition system and Engine 2 interface unit, EIU, have also failed. Actually, in case of AC bus 1 fault, these systems are not supplied anymore. We will clear these lines for you. Read the titles of the failures. As explained previously, AC bus 1 fault has led to AC and DC essential bus failures. The first line in the procedure shows us how to recover the essential buses. You will have to switch the feed of AC essential bus from AC bus 1 to AC bus 2. Notice on the electrical panel the fault light on the AC essential feed push-button switch. The pilot flying will ask you to perform the ECAM action. Perform the ECAM action. The captain's PFD and ND are recovered after a few seconds. The engine warning display is back on the upper ECAM. To continue the ECAM actions, you have to clear the Ignition B fault message. Clear Ignition B fault. The ECAM electrical page is automatically displayed on the lower ECAM. You can see that both essential buses are now recovered. For that, AC bus 2 is now supplying the AC essential bus, which in turn, via the essential TR, supplies the DC essential bus. Observe the new essential TR box with its parameters. On the electrical panel, the fault light on the AC essential feed push-button switch has been replaced by a white alternate light. This means that the AC essential bus is supplied by its alternate source, AC bus 2. Notice that DC BAT and DC1 buses are automatically supplied by DC bus 2 after a short delay. As you can see, the only bus that remains unpowered is AC bus 1, which is displayed in amber. Let's now have a look at the ventilation panel. In case of loss of AC bus 1, the avionics ventilation system must be in the closed circuit configuration. That's why you will have to switch the blower push-button switch to the override position. Perform ECAM action. You have performed all ECAM actions relative to primary failures. Normally, at this point, you would have to examine the independent and secondary failures which are induced by the loss of AC bus 1. As you will see the complete procedure during your simulator session, let's assume that the ECAM actions are completed and that you have reviewed all ECAM system pages relative to secondary failures. The status page is now displayed on the lower ECAM. You can read the procedures to be applied following the failure and the list of inoperative systems. The overflow indication, green arrow, shows us that the list of inoperative systems is not complete. Click on the forward arrow to see the rest of the list.